Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. All right, Princess of Pentacles. Wow. This is, I was just thinking about this card, believe it or not, because I was thinking of this in connection with the Empress energy. Yeah. And how this card feels like you're like the Empress is just about to be born out of this. Like this is the last couple of days of winter, right? And all the greenery is about to come back. All the plants and leaves and flowers and all the little shoots of the vegetation is about to appear. And it kind of feels like it happens like that fast, you know? I think in your life, you know that the winter is almost over. There's just, you're right there at the edge, right at the cusp of this huge win, this huge jackpot, the sudden, the sudden rise of this verdant energy in your life where everything is just suddenly green. Yeah. And I feel like you know it's coming. I feel like you've been working hard for it. I feel like it's been a long, cold winter. And it's just about to happen, you know? And it's like right there, like a couple days. And then everything's going to be green again. All right? Let's put this into some context. All right? I wonder if we're going to get our Empress today. Well, we've got an Ace of Swords, very nice. A Ten of Pentacles, yes, that's nice too. A Queen of Pentacles. A Queen of Cups. Okay. And an Eight of Pentacles. That's very, very nice. I think that this is, I think it's a financial jackpot. I think you are realizing that this is kind of, with the Ace of Swords, it kind of feels like you were right. Okay? The patience, the caution, the prudence in the future. Don't spend it all in one place, Capricorn. You know, take it easy. Take it easy. There's our Empress. Look at that. Perfect. That's your general energy now. I think you've been enduring a bit of a harsh winter, let's say, right? Because the princess it's there's no green, right? It's the forest here, but it's all dry wood. It's all frozen. There's no life yet. It's just about to appear, and now the Empress is all. The Empress really is the Princess of Pentacles, but now full of life, full of abundance, full of all the rewards have come in, right? We've got our Ace of Swords there. We've got a Six of Cups. We've got a Knight of, but now we've got quite a few court cards here. So I feel that there's a family thing going on. I feel there's an older female energy in your life that is, I don't know if you're taking care of an older female or if you're kind of, I don't know who that person is yet. Let's see. We got a Four of Pentacles at the end here. I wonder if with this big financial boon, with this big jackpot that's happening, the appearance of this wealth, this verdant energy, this greenery, right? I wonder if with that you are. I feel like you're doing something for this older female. I don't know if you're buying them a house or you're getting them a place to live. Maybe you're moving them into an apartment. Maybe you're moving them into your house. I feel like you're doing something to sort of shore up their life with that Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're doing something to help stabilize their energy. Yeah, it could be something health related with them too that you're sort of you're putting some of your resources into. But it feels more like a living situation to me now. I want to select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Pamela Coleman Smith Tarot, and it's going to go right here. We're going to put our sea turtle, Danny, a.k.a. Tortuga. No, it's not Danny Carey. It's the other Danny. My daughter and I just saw him in a movie, one of his many wonderful movies that he does. We just watched one this morning. Anyway, we're not going to look at this card until the very end, okay? But it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If you have a prediction for that card, Capricorn, please drop it in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise, okay? Let's take a look around the room, because I see that our only major arcana card is that Empress. This is what it's all about. Going from this cold, almost sterile winter, frozen winter, to bang, life, right? Life. Now, for some of you, this might actually have to do with the arrival of new life. There is some indication of the family expanding, right? There might be a new addition to the family, whether it's a child, or whether it's maybe a pet or something, right? But I feel like the family is kind of getting bigger, yeah, in some way. And it might be because this older female's moving in. It might be because there's a child on the way, right? Either for you or somebody around you, okay? And it could be, why we need that Four of Pentacles to kind of to really set a good foundation for this. It's kind of like, this is coming at a perfect time, because there's a lot of stuff to do. Spirit's telling me there's something with the house also that needs to be sort of fixed or arranged or put together. So again, maybe that older female energy and something with the living situation, okay? Someone in your immediate vicinity is having some kind of digestive thing. I don't know if it's acid reflux or an ulcer, but there's kind of like pain right here in the middle. I'm not a doctor. It's not a medical reading. I feel like it's something that's already known, but it's just a reference to that energy. It's sort of its Spirit's way of saying, yeah, we're connected here today, So anyway, that's our major arcana energy. We've got our fire. We've got some pretty good water. We've got the perfect air. I mean, this air is just clarity. It's certainty. It's having a very clear plan, right? And it's sort of like you're being directed by Spirit. You're getting the download here, okay? And of course, we have our earth energies. Even the Empress is sort of an earth energy. So I think this is something that's really grounded in the practical, real, horizontal kind of world for you, the human world, right? And I think that really if there is a spiritual lesson here, I think it is really just about you, about your ability to do the right thing with this money, with this jackpot, with this abundance that you're receiving. You're doing the right things with it. I don't think you're hoarding it. I don't think you're keeping it to yourself. I don't think you're running off, leaving everything behind and just sort of, hitting the road or skipping town. No, I think that this is something that you're giving back to the world. You're doing something nice for people, for your friends, your family, your pets, your plants, your people, maybe for the community, maybe for the neighborhood. But I think there's an older female in your life that I feel like you're very happy that you get to give them something, right? Or provide for them, or maybe it's the house or the place to live or something like that, right? That you're able to take care of them in some way. In some way, okay? The 10 of Pentacles underneath everything, this is the picture of your best life. And I think your best life is not the money. The money is sort of how you're able to, it's sort of the means to the end, It's the way that you're able to pursue the best life, to materialize the best life, to sort of activate that best life energy. Okay, it's not about the money itself, but it's sort of what this is allowing you to do that will add to the richness of your life, the flavor of your life, the satisfaction of your life. And really the financial stuff is just one little coin down there is the financial part, right? And this card's within you. I think that in your heart of hearts what your best life is. What is your idea of wealth? I think that's the big question, right? Because everyone hears wealth, they think, this is having a lot of money, right? No, not necessarily. I mean, that might be part of it. But there's a lot of other things that you that you need in order to consider yourself really, really wealthy, right? Or lucky, or, or happy even. And I think that is family. I think it's friends. I think it is having something to sort of to nurture, having something to take care of even. Whether it's a pet, a plant, a person, I think that I think you're someone that enjoys making other people happy. It does something for you to see other people experiencing joy, And it's kind of like the more joy that you can spread around, the more joy you feel, and it just creates this wonderful, warm sort of community. I see like a lot of people just gathered around the fireplace, like for the holidays, and just having a good time. It's a very warm and welcoming environment that you create in your life. Yeah. And this card is connected with that Six of Cups in the environment. And these kind of go together, So anyway, we're wondering what your idea of wealth is. Well, this is something that now you've got the means to create. You've got the means to really build this, to nurture this, and to grow this best life, to grow this wealth in a way that is truly satisfying to you. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles in the past position, I think that this is interesting because it's the card of looking in the past, and this is in your past, right? So I think that maybe recently in your life, you stopped looking backwards. There's a time where you just said, I've learned all I can from dwelling on the past. I'm just going to look forward. And I think as you've been looking forward, and this is your attention sort of going forward this way, right? Since you had sort of made that, I think that it was kind of a shift in perspective for you. It's kind of like where you sort of let go of the past, right? Whatever the past was like for you. I feel like you consciously said, I'm done with that. I'm looking toward the future now. And as you did this, it's almost like Spirit said, oh, good, because I've got something to show you. And this is sort of like a flashlight. This is like that. This is a psychic flashlight, all right? And Spirit's trying to show you that, yeah, it may seem like you're in this winter, this dry, it's just not, nothing's growing, right? Spirit's showing you with this flashlight, look what we have. Look at all this wealth that you have as your potential, and look how it's growing. Look at the trees now have fruit on them, right? And I think Spirit kind of is showing you a vision of the future. And I think actually it's kind of a vision of right now, or it's the immediate future, right? It feels like this is very close, this jackpot, right? Where things are going to start, the green is going to return to the, to kind of the bare forest here. All right. And of course, with all the court cards, I do feel like there's a closeness with family or friends. Okay, it could be a closeness with coworkers or members of your church or your book club or something like that. But I feel that there's a lot of people around you, and you're all very close, right? And it feels like a family. It really does. Maybe it's your neighbors, something like this. The Queen of Cups at the top of the path of the Dove. I am still getting that thing about the older female energy. I don't know if they were sick or if they had some sort of injury or something like this, but now you have the means to sort of take care of them. And so maybe it's, maybe you're able to now pay for their care, or you're able to take them in to your home or something like this, right? Because I feel like there's something that's really deeply satisfying to you, something that it almost brings you to tears. You're so relieved that it's going to happen this way. So it's kind of like, it's the main thing that you're going to do with this, with your success, with your money, with your financial abundance, whatever it is. And it feels like it's, I don't know, it feels like this is the big thing. And I want to say that this is like you're buying your mom a house, It's something like that. It feels like that. Okay, but I don't know what exactly it is. But it's the most satisfying thing that you could do with your resources. Yeah. And And maybe it's always sort of been a thing that you've wanted to do. Like you always were, you knew that someday you'd have the means to like take care of everybody or buy your mom the house. Maybe it's even a vacation or something for mom. I don't know what it is, but something to do with like a living situation. Yeah. And I don't know if it's mom. It could be a different type of person. But it feels like this is the thing. This is all water energy, and all of this earth energy that we have. But what you're looking at is the water. So with all the success here, what you really care about is all of the good that you can do with this resource. With all this earth energy, if this is something financial, which I strongly feel that it is, you're thinking about all the good you can do with it, about all the love you can spread, all the joy you can spread, all of the good times that can be had with this, all the connections that can be strengthened. It's kind of like, I don't know, maybe you're taking the whole family on vacation, right? Something along these lines. But you are being shown the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of prudence and caution and taking it slow. It's a reminder that, this is something that you have to sort of nurture, and you have to water the crops. And the conditions are, if the conditions are absolutely perfect, then this is going to grow and this is going to bear fruit kind of all year round, for the rest of your life. But we don't really know what the weather's going to be like. So let's plan for the rainy day. Okay? Don't spend all your money at once, in other words, Put some of it away, invest it, be safe, be cautious, be prudent with it. Save some for the rainy day. That's the phrase I'm hearing. There will be rainy days. Okay? Be careful and cautious with this. Now, we're going to move over to the path of the serpent over here and talk about these cards. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And it helps out the channel. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Okay. Empress energy. I mean, this is what the whole reading is about. And we could do without these other cards. These other little details don't really mean anything. The Empress is what means something. This is the abundance returning to the land. This is now springtime. All the crops are growing and all the life is returning to the world, Things are bright. The sun is out. Things are growing. It's green and beautiful, colorful flowers everywhere. And this is your spiritual work right now. And I think it really is about you giving back. It's about you taking care of something. If this is a jackpot, if this is a career thing, if this is some sort of financial success or business success, it's about you then taking care of that, nurturing that, making sure that stays consistent. And if this is sort of like, this is you being a bit of a maternal force in this situation, making sure everything's taken care of, making sure that when there is a rainy day or someone gets sick or there's some unexpected thing or there's some variable that happens, that you know how to take care of things. So this is kind of a card of you taking responsibility, not only for yourself, but for others. For the business, for the money, for the future, for the other people, your pets, your plants. It really is a card of responsibility, And I think that you are getting just as much joy and satisfaction out of this. That this is really, you're moving into this energy. Now maybe some of you are actually having a kid. Very often, especially when it's the only major arcana card in a reading, it's kind of being emphasized. And we sort of have this kind of vibe here too with some of these court cards that there is, I think, a new addition in the family. The family unit is getting bigger, right? And I think this is beautiful, and I think this is something that you always knew were in the cards for you. No pun intended. Something you always knew was in your future, and here it is, right? Here it is. The next card in the environment, of course, goes right along those lines. It's the Six of Cups, and this is about your connection. This is about you creating in your life. I think in every situation you're in, you create this vibe of it being home. I can't help but feel like like December holiday kind of vibes right now. And I don't know why. Maybe it's the red sweater. I don't know. My Christmas sweater, right? But I just feel like everywhere you go, you make it this sort of, you make it this joyous, warm, connected, loving thing. And I don't know why I'm smelling food. I feel like there's just, everything is just everything feels like family. Maybe you're having a meeting at work. It's like everybody, it's like you have the right kind of yellow lights, and it's just kind of dim, and it just feels perfect. It feels warm. It feels inviting. It feels like you're making sure everybody has what they need, that you want everybody to enjoy themselves, and you as well. And I think you are. I don't know, maybe you are putting on some sort of an event. You're having a holiday party or something. Maybe you are planning a trip, and whatever it is, you're responsible. You're in charge of things. Okay? You create such a beautiful environment, though, wherever you go. And people love that, and it makes other people feel happy, and it makes them feel welcome. You have an uncanny ability to make people feel welcome. Yeah. Bringing a tear to my eye. It feels really, really good. And I don't know, maybe you're doing some sort of a charity thing. Maybe you're fostering animals or fostering kids or something like this. You know how to make a home feel like a home. Yeah. And the difficulty, if there is one, is the fire energy that we see here with the Prince of Wands. The obstacle really is just the sustain, right? To keep this fire energy going. It's a big responsibility. It's sort of like you're keeping the candle in the window. You're keeping the lamp burning. You're keeping the fire in the fireplace, lit. Okay. And this is it. This is just your challenge, is to just be able to sustain this level of activity and this responsibility, because it's a lot to do. You're the one that has to be paying attention to all the details in whatever this is. That's the Eight of Pentacles. And, it's just a matter of doing it for the long term, right? Doing it for the long term. A good problem to have, right? You're the one with the checkbook. You're the one who signs the checks. It's on you. And it's going to be demanding. It's going to take work. Also with the Pentacles, it's talking about you taking care of yourself, especially with the Eight of Pentacles. Self-care. Make sure you eat. Make sure you sleep. Make sure you get a little bit of exercise. It's important to you in order for you to sustain this level of activity. And maybe, let's say it's a child. Let's say it's a pet, or it's a child in your family, right? You're going to be busy. Oh yeah, you're going to be busy. It's going to take a lot of energy. You're going to be late nights, early mornings. And I think you're ready for that. And I think that's part of the whole joy of it. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be joyful. But either way, whatever exactly is going on, I don't know the exact details, but the Eight of Pentacles is important. Take care of yourself, take it slow, pay attention to the details, pay attention to your body, right? Especially when we see the Four of Pentacles at the end here. Pay attention to your body. Now, Spirit's saying that there's an alcoholic in the family, or there was, or there is, or somebody's sort of struggling with that, okay? And I think that has its own set of challenges, yeah. And I don't know if that's somebody that you're kind of not responsible for, but you're kind of, you're helping them in some way, right? But the idea here is to focus on your fortitude, your physical well-being. Stay in touch with your body, all right? Be aware of what your body is telling you. When you need to rest, take a rest, right? Because with the Four of Pentacles, it feels like you're working to create something that's going to last, something that'll be here even when you're gone, legacy in a way. Maybe creating a business or it's kind of like you want to know that even when you're gone, everything's going to be okay. While you're here, of course, everything's going to be okay. But you want to set it up so that when you're gone, it's like you don't have to worry, and everything's going to be okay. right? That everybody's going to be sort of set up pretty well, right? And maybe we're talking about the initiation of a kind of generational wealth or legacy. Yeah, very, very nice energy here. I think Siri just laughed at me. I don't know, that was weird. Anyway, I got my phones over here with my timer on it, so I know how long these readings are going, and I think Siri just laughed at me. Let's look at the mystery card anyway. I don't care who's laughing at me. What could this possibly be? I don't know. If anything, maybe it'll be the Devil card, right? Your power card. We could do that. It might be more earth energy. We'll just have to take a look. I don't really know. I don't feel like we need anything else. We have everything kind of solid, everything's set up. It's good. Maybe there's going to be something about this older female energy in your life. Let's see what we have. Oh, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, of course it's the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the card that implies that we've been feeling a little bit low lately. Like we've been on the bottom of the wheel, between the rubber and the road. And that everything's changing. This is really the card of change. This is the card of divine timing. This is the card that says all of this is happening at the exact perfect moment. And maybe there's maybe a little bit of anxiety or nervousness, like, oh gosh, I hope it's going to come. I hope it's going to happen, Oh yeah, it's coming. Don't worry. All right. This is the card of good fortune. This is the card of jackpots. This is the pot of gold. This is the expansion of life. It's Jupiter energy. Things are getting bigger. Things are growing, right? Is there a pregnancy going on? I'm wondering now. This is about life becoming bigger in scale. Okay, and we want our life to, of course, expand in proportion, a perfect circle, a perfect sphere, not some oblong, egg-shaped, stretched-out thing, And so we're reminded to pay attention to the physical and financial world, to the mental, emotional world, and to the spiritual and creative worlds. Okay, let's pay attention to everything. Let's give our energy. Let's nurture and nourish everything so everything can grow in proportion. And then we have this perfect kind of sphere, this hypersphere, and we have this very holistic life. Yeah, I think this is a lot of prosperity coming to you. I think you're right on the cusp of it. I was going to say it's kind of coming as a surprise, but I don't think it's necessarily a surprise. The feeling I'm getting is that you kind of have to pinch yourself because you're just like, I don't believe it's here. I don't believe it actually happened, So I feel like there's a little bit of disbelief, but you knew it was going to be, you knew it was coming, It's so good. It's wonderful energy. We're going to do an extended reading too if you want to stick around. There's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Capricorn Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.